Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are talking right now with Indian Cowboy from Doc Sports, one of the most famous, most watched professional handicappers in all of YouTube, and a guy with a great record in multiple sports, college football. He particularly did well in NBA last year. Right now, we're going to cover the North Carolina, East Carolina football game. Indian Cowboy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, sure, Pete, of course.
All right, so you could brag about lots of different records that you've had over the years, I'm sure. I know you're particularly excited about your prospects for the upcoming NBA season. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with Indian Cowboy at Doc Sports this year.
Yeah, we continue to have lots of people that continue to subscribe to our daily videos. 60% in comp selections now for about 2 years, and we actually the only interview type stuff that we do is actually with you. So
Yes.
That's the only one that
Yes.
I find time for is to make sure I stop with Peter every week. And last year NBA season starts on October 28th. We were number one in the country, 94-62 for 60% for 12,890. College basketball was plus 4470. So between both, we were close to plus 17,300 just doing our one play of the day system. So excited about it. Football is going well for us, winning season so far. This week's actually going to be our biggest card. We're probably going to have 7 to 8 selections. Just a side note, we're not doing the FSU-Clemson game, but don't be surprised to see FSU just pound Clemson this week, because this might be that game to bounce back. Virginia-BYU, I know we're not in that game, but don't be surprised if BYU looks a little lax against Houston. So don't be surprised if Virginia has a letdown and BYU does well this week.
That sounds great. Are you going to give previews of all your college football games, except for the ones that are the four-pay picks this week again?
Yeah, it's going to be out, first thing tomorrow morning or later tonight when our staff gets it up. But it's on all 51 ball games on all the college and NFL this week.
All right, sounds great. Definitely recommend people checking that out if they want a third or fourth or fifth opinion on any of the college football games coming up this weekend. All right, UNC East Carolina. East Carolina is a 2 or 2.5 point favorite. That's down a little from 3. Total 65.5 or 66. And East Carolina, of course, coming off a huge win over Virginia Tech. UNC, though, they're coming off a bye, but they have Clemson next week. So it's a tricky, handicapping schedule here. How much does East Carolina suffer a letdown after the big win over Virginia Tech? How much does UNC look ahead to Clemson? How much of a benefit does UNC get from the bye? Last year, these guys played, and it was an incredibly high-scoring game. Total was 60, and the final score went to 86. This year, the total is 65.5 or 66. But if we see a repeat of last year, maybe we'll see an easy over again. It's going to be a pass for me probably, but if I had to make a bet, I guess I'd take a shot with the over, but that makes me very nervous to bet an over at 65.5. Who knows, though? What do you like here, Indian Cowboy?
This is a very tricky game because there's two things going on here. One, whenever you have an unranked team that's favored over a ranked team, like it is here, like an ECU favored over North Carolina. North Carolina is ranked 25th in the country. Usually you take the unranked team. However, saying that, 60% of the public is actually on ECU after that big win against Va Tech. And plus, if you take a closer look at it, ECU beat up this team 55-31 last year, so UNC has a lot of revenge as well. UNC had previously done well the previous 5 out of 6 times against these two teams. The last 3 out of 4 had gone under, but that previous game had gone to 86, and that total was set at 60. Now the total is set at 65-66. So what you have here is North Carolina as the team that's actually better, but will be an active underdog, with a lot of revenge coming into this game. East Carolina with that big win against Va Tech on the road, and now they're at home. I actually think UNC is going to it should be considered an upset, but they're a top 25 team. But I actually think UNC is going to upset this team. I actually think this game likely go over the posted total. But to be on the safer side, I actually like the over here.
You like the over 65.5. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe the UNC team total over when it comes out, which would probably be about, in the low 30s, might be the best way to go. But if you had to bet the game, you would take a shot with the over 65.5. Yeah, I mean, it's just a little bit of a high total. The line has gone down. So why do you like the total more than the side of UNC?
Because I'm just impressed with East Carolina. You know what I mean? Because I hate to go against them at home here.
Right.
Note that this game it's in the afternoon, but I actually think North Carolina is going to win this game. But any team that can score 28 points in Va Tech and 23 against South Carolina, that's pretty impressive. And North Carolina, at the end of the day, still gave up 29 at Liberty, still gave up 27 to San Diego State. You know what I mean? But that's why I think you can have both teams kind of working for you here. You have the active dog over theory, which we talk about. This is also the highest total that's ever been since 2001 in this series. Since back in 2001, it's climbed up from 46 to 56 to 61 to 63.5 to 60. So it makes me nervous that it's that high. And it also makes me nervous that UNC might be seeking revenge from giving up 55 points last time. But I think East Carolina is on a mission. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I think just to be on the safe side, I think it wouldn't be surprised if North Carolina really pushes them here, and this game likely goes over. But North Carolina probably wins.
Well, you have been absolute money in totals in our videos so far this year, over 65.5. It is. Thanks so much, Indian Cowboy.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.